Good morning and welcome back to Judventures. We're up at the Yorkshire Event Centre today because we are here for the annual Monopoly event, Comic Con Yorkshire. So there'll be plenty of photo opportunities, guests to meet and autograph sessions available here too, as well as vendors. Not as many food options, it seems a little scaled back compared to last year. I'm sorry. move. You see, I do think this is a nice touch. They've got the guys from Dalek 2.0 just in the entrance here, and the guest entry is at the back, and as people are coming in, you're getting sort of a very interactive experience with the Daleks coming to see you. Some have got people inside, some are obviously radio controlled, but as you're entering and they're approaching, just before you go into the event itself, it is a very interactive experience and a nice way to welcome you into Comic Con. Got the Harry Potter car, and if you look closely on the inside as well, it's actually been signed by Mark Williams, which is Arthur Weasley, and the guy that played Tom Riddle at age 11. We've got a little Dobby. They have a lot less vehicles here compared to last year as well, with only the Judventures taxi cab from Deadpool and Bumblebee, as well as in the back as well you've got the Harry Potter car. But compared to last year when they had at least sort of, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 cars, Liverpool and obviously the larger events have 10, 20 cars. There is only the 2 here. Got all your photo ops as well. Now you've got some photo ops which are very low effort, so this is obviously a platform 9 3/4 from Harry Potter, and it is essentially just a sticker on a wall with the little trolley coming out of it, so quite low effort. But then you have incredibly high effort, like sort of the Monsters Inc., which is the full doorway, the buttons, Sully and Mike, and it's kind of the quality that you'd expect to find in a Disney park as well. When if you're getting really close, you'd be able to see some issues with it, but it's just really high quality theming, just like the Simpsons one as well, which is a really high class model. It's very similar to the model of Millhouse at Universal Studios. You'll find loads of vendors selling lots of pop culture memorabilia, but also this year you've got a couple of little bits like all of these retro gaming setups, so you can play games. They've got colouring for children, little board games for children. There really is something to do for everybody. And over on this side we have the stage where they will do the Q&A panels and the info panels with everyone that's here, as well as more photo opportunities. And in the far end you've got the photo and guest table signing for if you want to meet any of the guests today. And they do some food options here, but for some reason the cafeteria is closed, so I'm not entirely sure where we're going to get something to eat today. You can pick up loads of replica weapons here as well, and I am a big fan of the Sword of Omens. If I could have that on the wall, I would be majorly impressed. But I am also kind of impressed at the size of Arundel, the sword from Lord of the Rings. That is a huge replica, but these look stunning. YouTube's not paying as much money as it used to. So I think I'm going to have to branch out, start selling some meth. One of the photo ops being the Breaking Bad meth lab, but it's set up over here because just down here you can actually meet Giancarlo Esposito, which is one of the characters from it. So down the bottom end here is where you'll find all of the guests. So you've got the main guests this year are the Doctor Who guests, Paul McGann, Colin Baker. Yesterday you also did have Christopher Eccleston as well, but there's a couple of other characters such as Hodor. You've got Giancarlo Esposito, and who is it? It's Mara Wilson from Matilda. But there's a couple of differences this year to usual. So What you've got is a couple of photo opportunities specific to the characters. So you've got the door for Hodor just over in the end. You've got the TARDIS for if you want a picture with the Doctor Who characters, and you've got the Los Polos shop for Giancarlo over at the end as well. One thing I've noticed as well, which is slightly updated from previous years, is just behind all of the actors and the guests, they do have the brand new LED screens instead of just sort of paper stuck in front telling you the prices. What this is probably going to stop is they did used to have banners behind which all of the guests signed and then sold on afterwards as a piece of memorabilia. Not quite going to be able to do that with the LED screens. So, oh, he's getting some speed to him. He is. It's one of the most interacting things. Off his goes. Oh. We'll move on. Last year as well, they did have Hall 2 open, and Hall 2 is where all of these vendors were actually situated, and Hall 1 was mainly for the autographs and the props, but they've closed off Hall 2 this year.
The other one
See, you've got the Q&A panels which happen every now and again as well, and over here you've got Ross Marquand, I believe he's called, who played Aaron in The Walking Dead. Oh, Dalek's invading.
Oh, Dalek, no! We got 3 Doctor Who's here. Can someone sort this out? Nice one. Good. Yeah, that is the Dalek.
Ian. Oh, yes, thank you. Hello.
Hello.
We're going through a period at this moment in time of reboots and remakes within sort of the movie industry. So if you had the opportunity to play any established character in a reboot, who would you choose and why?
Oh, damn.
Oh, there was a swooping. Oh.
Yeah, because I used to say Wolverine all the time, but I think I at the same time I think Hugh Jackman played that role so amazingly that I wouldn't even want to touch it. I think he left his mark so perfectly on that role that I'm like, you know what? No one should touch that for at least like 15, 20 years. I really do believe that. I also used to say Moon Knight, and I really wanted to audition for Moon Knight years ago because that was one of my favorite characters. And then Oscar Isaac played the shit out of it, and he just rocked that. He just knocked that out of the park. And I think I probably want to avoid that one too. So you know what I'd like to play? I would like to play Loki. Because as much Tom Hiddleston absolutely rocks that role, doesn't he? He's just so deliciously evil, and I love that character so much. I think, I mean, again, he played it perfectly. But if I could jump into any MCU role, if they were going to do a reboot and do something funky with different, like an alternative Loki, because obviously there's a room for that. There's all these different Lokis. There's the Gator Loki. There's the Richard E. Grant Loki. There's all the many Sophie Loki. So many different Lokis, and I think that'd be fun to play a version of Loki. Yeah, it's a guy. Thank you, man.
Perfect choice. We're happy with that answer. Love it. Love it. Many jokes that I've got to keep inside me right now.
Please do that.
Ready? Big smiles, big cheers. Make some noise out in our audience. Oh yes, round. Oh no, it's not the way we play that game. Okay, right. Let's start off nice and easy.
at any of these Comic Con events as well, once you've actually got your photo done, what you can do is you can come to the outside here and you can get it professionally framed, ranging from £10 up to £20, and the frames are really good. They put little inserts on the inside of them, as well as your own personal photo. It's really nice, really worth it. Definitely the guest of honour this year seems to be Brian Blessed. I don't know what Christopher Eccleston were like yesterday, but if you can see the queues for all of the other guests are essentially non-existent, bless them. But Brian Blessed is all the way back. People are loving Brian here today. Just got Giancarlo Esposito, probably just going for his break. Again, one of the most popular guests here today.
Waiting for. Are you ready for our next panel? Please go absolutely crazy as right now taking to the stage, he is a thespian, adventurer, storyteller, and national treasure. Please give it up for the man, the myth, Brian Blessed!
You can tell who everyone's here for as well, because if you look over at the autograph section area now, it's absolutely empty. In fact, the entire floor is empty. Some of the props are empty, but if you go over to the panel for Brian Blessed, everyone in the building just gathered around. Icon. Well, that's us done for us day at Comic Con Yorkshire. It's good. I think what I'd probably say is, if you're going to any of the other Comic Cons, the Liverpool or Manchester, I wouldn't necessarily come here. There's a lot of the same stuff, but a lot less of it. It still costs you the same price. So if you're paying for Manchester, which is in just 4 weeks' time, on top of this, you're going to see a lot of stuff anyway, but here is a lot quieter. There's a lot less cosplay, so it's not necessarily worth it if you're going to hit the other events. It's a fantastic little event to come to if Yorkshire is the only one you can get to. However, if you're going to go to the one of the other ones, just save your money, go to one of them as well. That extra money probably get you some autographs from some guests that you might want to see. But we've enjoyed ourselves. Please, if you've liked the video, give us a like. If you want to, hit that subscribe button. And if you've attended Yorkshire, or if you're going to attend Manchester or Liverpool, any of the other Comic Cons, let us know which is your favourite in the comments down below. Catch you on the next one.